Hey Bobo, my name is Neil. I'm with Dorkaholics, where we believe that there's a dork in everyone, and it's our job to bring that dork out into the world.
Hey Neil, so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So to break the ice, I wanted to ask, what made you a dork growing up?
Oh my gosh, I played so many video games. I started off with my Game Boy. I played pretty much all the Pokemon games. One of my favorite series ever was the Mega Man Battle Network series. I played all of them multiple times over and over and over and over again. And I actually played them again and beat them all consecutively. So I love video games.
Oh my God, did you play the remastered Battle Network for like Switch, I think?
There is one for Switch, but I like playing it the old school, on a little Game Boy.
Classic. We love
Yeah.
and I found out that you are also Vietnamese, just like me.
Yes, yes, I am.
So I gotta ask, what is your favorite Vietnamese dish?
Oh, there's so many to choose from. I like all of them. I love bún bò Huế. I love bún chả cá. I love all of the bún bún thịt nướng. I love everything. There's not a dish that I don't like.
We love it. You didn't say Bun Rio though. How do you feel Bun Rio?
Oh, I love bông riêu with like the tomato. Oh, yeah, that's that one. I missed that one. That was really, really good.
Hmm. Is there a lot of Vietnamese food in the area you're from, or is it mostly like homemade food?
There's a lot of Vietnamese food here in Vancouver. We're really lucky out here. There's a ton of amazing Vietnamese restaurants.
Oh my gosh, I have to visit someday just to try them all out.
Yeah, you gotta. It's so good. We have these like tiny little family-owned shops that serve their their little secret recipe bún bò Huế, and it's amazing.
Mhm. And since you said the trigger word family, you play Bowen Yang's younger cousin in the upcoming movie, The Wedding Banquet.
Yes, I do.
What was it like working with Bowen Yang, who is a recognizable talent, and you get to call him older cousin, dad of sorts?
Bowen is phenomenal. He has taught me so much, and he's such an amazing, funny, loving person. Getting to work with him was really such an honor because every single take that I did, he really challenged me and pushed me in the best ways possible. And it was really hard to keep myself together because he's so funny, and he would just, throw things at you, and then, you gotta throw it right back at him. And I just had so much time, such a great time getting to know him, and it was really sweet. Really, I love him so much.
Aw. So there's that one scene where it's kind of like he's having a character revelation, and you're right there supporting him, saying like, "You've done so much. You're like a dad to me." But at the same time, I feel like there's a lot left for audiences to find out about your character's dynamic with his character. Did you have anything like in the back of your head as like, "Hey, this isn't in the script, but this is what I feel is true and genuine to the character"?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what is really amazing is the chemistry that me and Bowen have that we brought to this scene in real life because this specific scene that you're talking about, we were given that scene super last minute. We actually were working on the day and we received that scene in hair and makeup. So we were given not that much time, maybe like half an hour, and then they called us in for blocking. And it's quite an emotional and intense scene. And for us to get it so last minute, we didn't have much time to sit on it. So we kind of both just approached it from this place of vulnerability and trust within each other. And I think it really translated through our characters that, we were kind of going through this experience together of, having to tap into this moment where Bowen's character is really just feeling his feelings, which he avoids, the entire time. And he has been avoiding it for what seems like forever. And I think that with my character comes in with this level of we have this given history of like him having to take care of me when I'm going through all these kinds of like different turmoils and phases in my life where, he shows up for me. And I think it is really such a turning point, and it's so different that now Kendall is that person for him, and to give him the space to be able to just go through what he needs to go through. And I think it's just such a beautiful moment between our two characters to just have that level of vulnerability.
Hmm. No, the vulnerability really carries throughout the film because it allows it to feel so real, even at its most dramatic moments to its most comedic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's funny because it's so raw, right? It's so authentic and it's we're in these absurd situations and you can't help but just go through the motions with the people around you.
Hmm. And what attracted you to the script or to this opportunity with the wedding banquet? Just because there's so much in it. It's like I can't imagine getting to like get your hands on the script and figure out like, oh my God, this is what I love most about it.
Yeah. When I first read the script, I was blown away because first, I knew the cast that was attached to it, and I'm such a huge fan of every single person, that was in this movie. Um, so just getting to read the script and see that, oh my God, there's four gay people living in the same house. That's insane. And it was such a heartwarming script, and to see this kind of script today being made. With these amazing and incredible ensemble, I really was just mind blown. I was like that this exists.
Hmm. And was there any particular moment, either on camera or off screen, that you will cherish for the rest of your life?
Oh yeah. There's so many. We have me and our cast. We have so many incredible moments. Working on set together, we had so many fun times. But I think we really bonded off set, on our days off. I'm the only one that's from Vancouver, so we would all get in my car and I took them out hiking. We went to Squamish, we went to Stanley Park, and I Kelly Marie Tran had her first ever poutine. And these moments were just so incredible to share with them. And when we went on the hike in Squamish, we went on this crazy 6 hour hike. And towards like the last half an hour, my right leg fully gave out. Like it just like stopped working. And then Kelly and Kichan had to basically carry me up the rest of the way up to the mountain. And that's a memory I'll never forget because it was absolutely insane. And we were shooting the next day.
So were you limping in the scene? If I go back and watch it a second time, will I notice anything?
No, my leg was okay the next day. I don't know what happened. I think it's just like it just gave out for that day, but I was okay to shoot the next day, but it was very dangerous.
And speaking of Kelly Marie Tran, were you guys able to bond over your Vietnamese heritage?
So much, so much. Kelly Marie Tran is one of my very, very close friends, and we grew up so similarly. And we think about this and we talk about this all the time when we see each other too, is that like it's incredible. I'll talk to her and be like, dude, isn't it crazy that we're in this movie together? And she's like, yeah, this is really insane. To have two Vietnamese queer people, in the same movie, this is truly such an honor. And we think about this and we feel so grateful that we get to be in this together and we get to experience all these things together. And I feel like, yeah, me and Kelly really bonded through that and being able to bring ourselves to this movie and share it with other people and also other Vietnamese people, I think it's really an honor for the both of us.
Hmm. No, I mean, I was honored in the audience saying, like, oh my God, those are my people up on the screen in this movie. So thank
Yeah. Yeah, I that makes me so happy to hear because before this is my first big movie and Kelly was that person for me. Seeing her in Star Wars and seeing her in Raya and the Last Dragon. Kelly was an icon. I remember seeing her for Raya and the Last Dragon. She wore this beautiful áo dài, traditional Vietnamese dress to her premiere. And I remember seeing that and I was just blown away. And, at this time we hadn't known each other yet. So she really, really inspired me and to be such close friends with her and to be a part of this incredible journey with her, it really means so much to me.
And to close things out, what do you hope audiences feel or walk away with after watching the wedding banquet?
I really hope that when they watch this movie, I hope that they can see that their version of happiness really matters. And in this day and age, you can choose what that looks like to you. If you want to live in a house with four gay people and have multiple babies, you can absolutely do that. So I hope that it just brings people joy and it makes people laugh and cry and realize that you can just do whatever you want as long as you're having a good time.
That was beautiful. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Bobo. I can't wait for the rest of the world to see the wedding banquet out next week, April.
Oh, thank you so much, Neil. This is so sweet.